What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here, bringing you another episode in the series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to own to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and even $100 every single week. So in these episodes, I do go over the companies that you guys do provide in the comment section. So if there's a company I haven't covered in the past or you don't see on the list, let me know. I'll be happy to add it to the list. We'll eventually get to it. But today's episode, we'll be going over Investors Title Insurance or Investor Title Company. We'll pull it up on Seeking Alpha, look at the charts, read a little bit about the company, what they do, then go at the dividend summary, look at the dividend information, and then we'll pull up the calculator, crunch the numbers to see how much of this company would you have to have invested to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and $100 a week. And then we'll wrap up the video by looking at the dividend yield, showing us if currently the current prices you have the best dividend yield to enter, or if it was in the past. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're at the Seeking Alpha. It's ticker symbol ITIC, Investors Title Company. Currently trading about $155.25. If we do pull up the company profile, we can read a little bit about them. So Investors Title Company, through its subsidiaries, engages in the issuance of residential and commercial title insurance for residential, institutional, commercial, and industrial properties. The company underwrites land title insurance for owners and mortgagees as a primary insurer and assumes the reassurance of title insurance risks from other title insurance companies. It also provides services in connection with tax-deferred exchanges of like-kind properties, acts as a qualified intermediary in tax-deferred exchanges of property, coordinates the exchange aspects of the real estate transactions, such as drafting standard exchange documents, holding the exchange, and you can read a little bit about more about them, but we'll go ahead and continue so we don't make this video very lengthy. And there are in the financial sector. Industry is property and casualty insurance, showing that they have about 641 employees. They were founded quite a long time ago, 1972. You can actually read a little bit more about them at www.invtitle.com. But if we do look at here for the year to date, you'll see that they are down by 4.25% on the year to date. On the 1 year, they are up by 1.03%. On the 5 year, they are up by 16.33%. On the 10 year, they are up by 174.19%. Not the best return in 10 years. And then total, since they've publicly been traded, which goes all the way to about 1994 is what it's showing on here. They've been up about 2,429.68%. Very, very awesome there. That means they started with about $5.78 trading, and now they're worth $155.25. 52-week range here is on the 52-week low, $124.39. 52-week high is $166.88. They're trading a little bit low, closer to the higher end of the 52-week range. EPS is 12.33. PE 12.82, dividend rate $1.84, yield 1.19%. On the market cap, it's 293.52 million market cap. If we do look here at the dividend scorecard, again, they are in the financial sector. The dividend summary here, dividend yield is a 1.19%. Annual payout is $1.84. So for every share you do own, they would pay you out about $1.84 per share. It's not showing anything for payout ratio. 5-year CAGR is very, very low here, 2.83%. I typically like my companies in the double-digit 5-year CAGRs because I am invested for the long term. And then showing 0 years for growth here. Quarterly is what they pay out, which they would pay you out 46 cents every 3 months. Let's go ahead and pull up the calculator so we can crunch some numbers, guys. So let's go ahead and find out how much of this company would you have to have invested to make $1,000 a month. So we want to make $1,000 a month. There's 12 months in a year, so you'd multiply that. So annually, we need to make $12,000. If you take those $12,000 and divide it by the annual payout, which is at $1.84, this would actually give you the total number of shares that you'd need to own to achieve this. So 6,521 shares. If you take that, multiply it times the current share price, which is $155.25, this will give you the total amount of money you'd have to have invested in order to make $1,000 a month, which is a lot of money here. $1,012,500 to make about $1,000 a month from this company. Definitely not the best for me. I would not be invested in this, but quick way to calculate this, guys, is take the $12,000 that you need to make annually divided by the dividend yield, which is right here, that 1.19%. If you multiply that, you'll roughly get a rough estimate. Quick way to calculate it, so $1,008,403. Let's go ahead and do the next one, which is $100 every single week. This one's typically a little bit more achievable because you do require a lot less capital. So we do want to make $100 every single month, 12 months in a year. You could actually take the previous answer we had and divide it by 10 and you'll get that answer. But since we have other viewers, they might want to see the math behind this, so we're just gonna go ahead and step through it. So 1,200 divided by the annual payout, which is at $1.84. This will give you the total number of shares, which is 652 shares that you'd have to own. If you multiply that times the current share price, this would give you the amount you'd have to have invested. So that would be $101,250, and you'd be roughly making about $100 every single month, assuming they don't cut their dividend. As well, they do pay out quarterly, so you'd get paid every 3 months. So you just have to divide it by 3, so you could do monthly there. But a quick way to calculate this, guys, is take the 1,200 divided by the dividend yield that we did here, and you'll see we get about $100,000 that you'd have to have invested. So that's a quick way to do that. Let's go ahead and do the last one, guys, which is $100 every single week, guys. That would be very, very awesome. So we want to make $100 every week. There's 52 weeks in a year, and that means that annually we need to make $5,200. Divide that by the annual payout so that we can get the total number of shares. So we would need to own about 2,826 shares to achieve this. If you multiply it times the current share price, that means that we would have to invest $438,750 at the current share price, and you'd be roughly making $100 every single week. So if we do actually take the 5,200 divided by the dividend yield, is a quick way to calculate this, and you'll see we get about $436,000. So that's a quick way to calculate that. Definitely does take a lot of capital for this company. I don't see any I guess I don't see a 5-year CAGR that is worthwhile for my personal investment, so I would be staying away from this one. If we do look at the dividend yield, we can kind of see when the best opportunity for this company was to enter, assuming the best dividend yield. So this does go to 5 years, so it goes all the way to about 2019. You'll see that around that time it had a 9 to 10% dividend yield, and then continued going about 11 to 12%. Been fluctuating. It actually reached almost about a 15 or so percent there, and then it's finally actually tanked down back in December of 2022, and it went down to about a 3%. So potentially a dividend cut. I'm not sure there. Let me know in the comment section if you guys do know. Definitely would love to know. I'm staying away from this company, not my type of choice to invest in, but let me know in the comment section if you guys are invested in this one, or would you be planning to invest in this company. And also let me know which other companies you guys want me to cover. I'll be happy to add those to the list. We'll eventually get to them, but don't forget to subscribe with the notification. Definitely would appreciate if you drop a big thumbs up on the video. Helps out the channel, goes a long way. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.